Tonight, a community effort to bring high school baseball to Great Falls on its way to reaching its first goal. Plus, the University of Providence men's basketball team head coach opens up about what's going on off the court.
It's amazing. I mean, people are really good. People are amazing, and they'll step up and help.
We are about at the halfway point of the 100 deadliest days, a period of time between Memorial Day and Labor Day that sees an increase of fatal crashes. I'm Allie Kaiser, and I spoke with the Montana Highway Patrol to see where Montana stands this year.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 10 o'clock news.
Good evening, and thank you for trusting KRTV with your 10 o'clock news. I'm Tim McGonigal. First tonight, a community effort to bring high school baseball to town is rounding third base and heading for home after months of fundraising. And that committee is now just shy of reaching their first goal. With about $8,000 left to hit their first fundraising goal of $101,000, organizers are asking the community for support as they close in on their July 31st deadline. The money will cover everything from uniforms and equipment to transportation, with hopes of fielding a team for the 2026 season. Organizers say the program will help young athletes pursue their passion while inspiring community pride and developing life skills.
Help us make this a reality. These boys want to play. Let's give them the opportunity that they might not otherwise have. Let's rally around these boys and give them this opportunity.
Those interested in supporting high school baseball can visit this story on our website to donate.
Well, we finished out the day with some sunshine in Great Falls. Temperatures topped out at 85 today, still slightly below average. We'll finish out the month right near average. And looking at Helena, this was a little bit earlier this evening. We did see a few storm clouds rolling in, and temperatures topped out at 85, about 4 degrees below average. Now, we did have some heat on the western side of the state. 94 degrees was the high temperature in Missoula, 89 in Kalispell, and we will warm our temperatures up a few degrees into tomorrow. Now, for today, just some isolated storm activity around. We didn't really see anything all too impressive other than just some lightning and some heavy downpours. It does look like tomorrow we'll see more storm coverage across the area, but our final 9 o'clock sunset is tomorrow as well, and we'll be looking at a pretty warm afternoon as we close out the month of July. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s for most of us. Will be in the upper 70s in Lewistown. And here's those high temperatures down towards Helena. We'll be in the mid 80s with some evening thunderstorms.
The University of Providence men's basketball team is coming off a Frontier Conference runner-up season, and they have high expectations for winter. But head coach J.C. Isaacson has something far more important on his mind. His 2-year-old son, Clay Kobe, is facing open-heart surgery next week in Denver. MTN's Tom Wiley met with him to learn more about the journey.
Yeah. If there's one thing you should know about Clay Kobe Isaacson, it's this. He's a chill dude, and he loves basketball.
Clay loves to come up here to the gym. He loves it. He's got his ball with him. He loves to shoot. At home, he'll sit there and watch basketball.
But next week, the 2-year-old will have to step away from the court for the most serious procedure of his young life.
Clay has a severely dilated aortic root. And they're going to go in and they're going to do a graft. It is open heart surgery. It's full bypass. Be a major procedure. And
Clay was born with neonatal Marfan syndrome, a rare connective tissue disorder that affects his heart, his lungs, and more. Clay and his mom will remain in Denver for 4 to 6 weeks while he recovers.
We trust the team down there, but the recovery process is pretty long. But he's a fighter. He's been down there. He's got a great team down there, and we know that's the best place for him.
Through every setback, the Isaacson family has leaned on their faith, Great Falls, and the basketball community, which has stepped up with fundraisers like Hoops for a Cause and donations from friends and strangers alike.
It's amazing. I mean, people are really good. People are amazing, and they'll step up and help.
This week, JC's niece Taylor Isaacson is raffling off a piece of metal art to help offset costs for the trip to Colorado.
The support has made it so we can seek the care where we need to seek it, but be surrounded by the people we love in this community, which is just amazing.
Clay's condition means there's no roadmap for his future, but his parents remain hopeful.
There is no chart, there is no progression, there are no milestones. It's his journey, but he's already exceeded the 16 to 18 month life expectancy, and We plan on shattering that and watching him blossom into a great young man.
And as Clay prepares for the biggest fight of his life, he's collecting prayer warriors for his team every passing day.
If you're one that prays, pray for Clay Kobe.
Tom Wiley, MTN Sports.
A long-awaited rival has now opened its doors in Hart Butte, giving residents the ability to purchase basic essentials and groceries without making a 30-minute trek to the nearest store in Browning. MTN's Anissa Coomer reports.
Hart Butte's new convenience store is officially open, and it's already drawing a crowd. It's designed to serve the community with easier access to everyday essentials, part of a bigger push to support local development right here on the reservation. For the community of Hart Butte, today is more than just a grand opening. It's a turning point and cause for celebration.
This particular store is a godsend.
The Warriors Den is the first convenience store to open in town in over a decade, and the closest option for groceries or basic goods for nearly 30 miles.
And it's been a very difficult time for the community.
Without a store in town, residents have had to get creative, some turning their homes into makeshift shops, buying in bulk to share with neighbors. And in the winter, traveling out of town became more than inconvenient, it became dangerous.
Without the store here is really hard, especially during winter time. Because we have to travel in and out, that's like 30 miles out. So with the store being here now, it makes it really simple.
The store also means jobs for local residents, including 6 store clerks as well as security.
What brought me to here was I just really wanted this to open up for our community soon. And I knew they needed employment, so I was like, all right, let's get this going.
The Warriors Den is part of a larger plan to further develop Hart Butte. A gas station opened just last year, and the tribe recently purchased the local post office. More projects are on the way, including a new fitness center and senior center.
This is something that is greatly needed. The people are going to benefit from this.
Warriors Den, let's go Den! The Warriors Den!
In Hart Butte, I'm Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
We're just about at the midpoint of the 100 deadliest days, the time between Memorial Day and Labor Day, when law enforcement sees an increase in fatal crashes. MTN's Ali Kaiser spoke with Montana Highway Patrol to see what this year looks like for the Treasure State.
Everybody's out enjoying the nice, beautiful summers that we have here.
Whether it's tourists coming to visit, students out on break, or residents traveling to enjoy the outdoors, traffic picks up between Memorial Day and Labor Day, which is known as the 100 deadliest days.
It's the increased presence of being outdoors increases the number of fatalities that we have on our roadways.
Montana Highway Patrol Captain Sean Sylvan says so far this year, Montana has had 36 fatal crashes and 37 fatalities during the 100 deadliest days. 9 of those fatalities involved alcohol, and 9 are attributed to other impaired driving, which includes drug use. Captain Sylvan says when comparing 2024 to 2025, this year overall, there have been 5% less fatal crashes and 5% more in total fatalities.
For instance, if we have a passenger in the vehicle that may not be wearing their seatbelt, that could contribute to that number.
Now, Captain Sylvan says there are 3 major factors that contribute to most of the fatal crashes we see here in Montana. 1, speed. 2, impaired drivers. And 3, not buckling up your seatbelt. Sylvan says you are 45% more likely to not be killed in a crash if you are wearing your seatbelt, and 50% more likely to reduce serious injury if you are wearing it. While it may be muscle memory for some, Captain Sylvan says he has heard many excuses for people not wearing it.
I had one person tell me that it would mess up their clothes, which is an awful reason not to wear a seatbelt. Some people just say that they've heard that somebody that was in a crash died because they were wearing their seatbelt, which is extremely rare.
Buckling up is one way to keep yourself safe, but also remember to stay vigilant on roadways and to get a sober ride home if you need. In Helena, I'm Ali Kaiser, MTN News.
This is the best way to get black bear genetic samples without ever having to touch them.
What may look like an obstacle in the wild is actually proving to be a valuable research tool in the study of black bears.
From From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 10 o'clock news.
Welcome back. Grizzly bears and their taste for livestock seem to get a lot of attention when it comes to Montana agriculture, but the Treasure State is also black bear country, and a dedicated team of specialists are spending the summer monitoring their movements and habits in the Little Belt Mountains. In tonight's Montana Ag Network, I'm able to go out and see what information they're gathering on these curious carnivores. A day in the office for black bear monitoring specialists in Montana means a hike to a hare corral.
A hare corral is maybe about 60 feet of barbed wire wrapped around a series of 3 to 6 trees at about 19 inches off the ground.
This is the third year of studying hare corrals, with previous locations in the Blackfoot River drainage and west of Kalispell. Corrals are set up after the spring hunting season ends and before the fall archery season begins. Similar to looking for a needle in a haystack, these black bear monitoring technicians with Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks in the Little Belt Mountains are looking for bear hairs on barbed wire.
And they'll go underneath that barbed wire where we'll be able to get a hair sample from them. From that hair sample, we can then get a genetic ID for that animal, and we use that information to develop our population estimates.
It's also important to clear DNA from the wire after the hair is collected.
Next time we come back, if a bear enters or exits at the same point, now we potentially have a sample that has multiple individuals' genetic material.
To attract bears, the team will douse a debris pile with fermented blood. Every 2 weeks, they also hang a secondary scent above the pile.
It was fish the last 2 weeks. Now it's going to be blueberry the next 2 weeks. We might switch that up to like a smoky bacon flavor next time. The idea being that we want those bears to come back again, too.
Each corral is equipped with a remote wilderness camera to track the bears coming and going.
That'll give us an opportunity at the end of the season to tie individual hair samples to a photo of that animal as they enter or exit the corral.
Another key aspect of bear monitoring is placing radio collars on bears, providing important insight from habitat selection to how the animals use the landscape.
The other really valuable aspect that we get from GPS collars is being able to monitor an individual's survival and cause-specific mortality over time. And we can do that across age and sex classes of bears.
Modern technology, some hardware store supplies, and a hint of nature to study one of the wild's most intriguing creatures.
This is the best way to get black bear genetic samples without ever having to touch them.
In the Little Belt Mountains, Tim McGonigal, MTN News.